Most people think that in order to get disciplined and take action, they need to get motivated first. Okay, confession time. The title of this video is misleading because you can't just get motivated and stay motivated. It doesn't work that way because motivation is temporary. It's like a feeling. You cannot, for example, stay happy all the time or stay sad all the time, right? Like you're sometimes happy, you're sometimes sad, you're sometimes just feeling neutral, and the feelings come and go. That's how motivation is. What you can do, and that is 10 times more effective, is to just outlast the dips in motivation that you will inevitably go through. And how to do that is exactly what we're going to talk about in this video. By the end of this video, you'll know not only how to break through the motivation dips that you'll go through, but also look forward to them. Hi, this is Richa from Coach Viva. Let's go.
The first strategy is to ride out your motivational low period by doing the minimum activity needed to remind yourself that you are still on a journey. So let me tell you a story. So back in fall of 2018, Richa and I implemented a 6-month and 12-month subscription plan into our coaching service. Why? We had long noticed that prior to that, our renewal rates have been extraordinary. Renewal rates is the percentage of clients who leave a program and then come back. We see that 1 in 4 clients returned within 4 months after leaving us. And if you expand that time frame to a year, that shoots up to 50%. Now, this might sound really good, but no, it actually wasn't that good from the client's perspective. See, because if you think about it, what really happened is that once they left, they either maintained, couldn't lose any more, or even worse and more common, they regained all of it that they had lost. But that didn't need to happen. And when we asked why they left and came back, they usually said that they lost motivation, usually due to other life priorities taking up more of their time. And that makes sense. And once they felt motivated again, they came back to us, ready to go back. The problem is they are back in square one again. That's why we introduced the 6-month and 12-month subscriptions so that people don't regress just because their motivation takes a dip, because motivation is cyclical. Sure enough, clients who were locked in continue to stick around even at their lowest points of motivation. Okay, so you're probably thinking, Lucy, what's the point? The point I want to make here is that motivation does not last. It ebbs and flows. When it ebbs, you're more likely to cancel whatever it is you're currently doing. You might think that what you're currently doing is no longer working just because you're not excited about it anymore, so it must not be working, and you might be tempted to switch over to another program. Don't abandon your current program just because it doesn't feel as good as it had felt when you had your motivation high. When you're in a motivational low, that's actually the most important time to practice perseverance because you can't fake that. So stick to it even if you're not able to nail everything. Find just the one minimum thing that you can do during the low phase of your motivation, the minimum thing that just keeps your journey at the top of your mind. If that means writing down food names that you eat on paper even without looking up calories or portioning or anything, do that. If that means doing 10 jumping jacks a day instead of your usual 30-minute exercise routine, do that. Here's the deal. When the motivation comes back up again, you are 10 times more likely to jump on that wave immediately and get back into your program. So do one small thing. Even if your motivation is very low, the smallest thing that you can think of that still rides it out without abandoning ship completely.
Number 2, start with action first. A lot of my clients tell me things like, if only I had the motivation, I would do X. But guess what? It's actually the other way around. How often do you wake up wanting to go exercise? I don't. But as soon as I start exercising, that's when I start feeling motivated. Whenever we take action that we feel proud of, that signals to our brain that this is something that we should continue doing because it makes us feel good about ourselves. So this causes that momentum where you want to keep going. So it is action that is triggering your motivation, not the other way around. Mel Robbins, the author of the 5-second rule, once famously said that if you have an impulse to act on a goal, you have to act on it within the next 5 seconds or your brain is going to kill it. So don't wait. Whenever you get an impulse to cook, to exercise, or whatever else you want to do, you have 5 seconds to jump on it. Just go for it. Give yourself just 5 minutes to do the action and tell yourself that after 5 minutes, if you really want to stop, you can just stop. This will lower the barrier for you to actually start on the action. This can even be as simple as driving to the gym. Like, it's fine to drive to the gym and then decide, no, I actually don't want to go to the gym, and just drive back. That's totally fine, but you took the action to actually get there. That's the starting point. And the upside, most people find that once they start doing an action, they want to keep doing it.
So I hear some of you thinking, what if the 5 seconds have already passed? Has the ship sailed now? What do I do? Your brain is probably at this point already coming up with all sorts of ways to deter you from doing the thing you want to do. What you need to do now is to put your brain into a state of opportunity exploration by reframing the way you talk to yourself. Have you ever said these before? I should go to the gym. I need to cook dinner tonight. I have to get to sleep by 9. Okay, these are all things I've heard clients say and things that I have said to myself, and it really, really doesn't work. It's because they're very obligatory statements. They don't motivate us. As a matter of fact, they can even put pressure on us because it feels like something I have to do, and it's very stressful. Instead, I challenge you to turn your statements into questions. Can I go to the gym today? Will I be able to cook dinner tonight? Is it possible to sleep by 9 today? Okay, 99% of the time, the answer is yes. Now, your first instinct might be to say, yes, but, like, yes, but I don't have time. But that's okay, because it still leads with yes. And that's enough to open your brain up to opportunities, to more likely say yes to other things, like actually going to the gym. I'll wrap this up with a study, and I'll link the study in the link below. In this study, participants were instructed to either tell themselves that they were going to do something or ask themselves whether or not they will be able to do something. The participants who asked themselves a question rather than just saying statements were more likely to do the task. What's really interesting is that the I will and will I statements encourage that same result, even if they had nothing to do with the task. So even if you say something like, I don't know, will I drink this cup of tea? If you answered yes to that, you might be more willing to answer yes to, will I go to the gym today? So the study found that participants evaluated higher on intrinsic motivation after questioning themselves than those who simply recited self-affirmations and statements.
And there you have it, the 3-step plan to getting motivated to exercise and to lose weight. If you like this content and you want more content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell icon so that you get a notification every time we upload a video. All right, until next time.